What's up, everybody? This is Passion 9. Attack on Titan, episode 12 of the final season has aired, and holy crap, we are there, man. We are there. The shit has officially hit the fan. It has hit, and you know what? We've only got 4 episodes left after this, so you know, it's about to go down in a big way anyway, because it's gotta end. This season has to end on a big note, right? The wine. The freaking wine. I knew the wine was going to be important. I knew that was an ominous freaking scene way back in whatever episode it was, where we found out that there was something going on with that wine, man. And I will get back to the wine, because something's going down with the wine. I had a theory for a while about what they were doing with that, and it is definitely a huge part of Zeke's plan after all. Speaking of which, we're finding out here that the brothers, Zeke and Yeager, Eren Yeager, the Yeager bros, are in collusion after all. They're in collusion, they're in cahoots. I think it's pretty safe to say at this point. And Eren Yeager's out of jail. Find out he escaped. Oh, I don't know if escape's even the right word. He just left jail. As did Flock and all of his sympathizers, his supporters, who are on Team Yeager. They are on the Yeagerist side. You know, that's what they're calling them. The scouts, all the people trying to hold this new Eldian empire together are calling them Yeagerist, because they are revolutionaries. They are trying to overthrow all the bureaucracy here so they could just get straight to the rumbling, whatever that's going to turn out to be. I mean, I have an idea what it's going to be. It's going to be huge and apocalyptic is what it's going to be, but that apparently is going to go on soon, because Eren has flew the coop, he's out of jail, and he's like, give me Zeke's location, go find Zeke's location. You know, let's get this party started. He's just on his way. He's got all of his boys out there waiting for him. He's grabbing his coat. He's like, let's do this shit. And chills, man. So many chills for this episode. They killed Zachary, that crazy bastard who had the freaking shit machine, whatever the hell that thing was, that torture device, way back in Season 3. That's all I really remember Zachary for, honestly. Does anybody else remember him for anything else? He's just a creepy... he's just a creepy general who does creepy things to the wrong... You know, to anybody who gets on the wrong side of him, apparently. I wasn't exactly, like, hurt to see him go in that explosion, but I was definitely like, damn, shit's going down. General Zachary is dead. Thank God we got the far more sensible Pixis to kind of pick up the pieces there. He's like, yeah, you know what? Eren just escaped from prison. He's rounding up these people, these Yeager. I love that we got the people outside. It started as just a small group of people, just concerned, just like, hey, Hanji, what's going on? You know, why is Eren locked up? That's not right. He's our hero. And now it's a huge angry mob of Eldians just holding up signs and shit, and they're like, let Eren out of there! He is the avenger of the Eaten, the fallen, the all of our fallen Eldian brothers and sisters. Let him out of there. You know, free Eren. And even when the explosion goes down, you know, which, you know, they didn't even know about, they're just happy to see it happen. They're just rowdy out there like, yeah, Sasageo, Shinzo Sasageo. Which is so haunting now. It has such a haunting context to it, because we see all of this this uprising stuff happen. We're seeing all this sort of fascist uprising here. And it's like, it's haunting stuff, because this is what used to pump us up for their battles against the Titans. You know, this used to be like, yeah, man, get out there and get them. Kill them Titans dead. And now it's like, oh, It's got like a haunting feel to it now. It's like, yeah, but this is not the direction this Eldian country should go, because you're going against the entire world, and it's not just about Titans anymore. It's about people controlling the Titans and the power of the Titans, and it's just people, you know. It's a full-on war, a national, you know, powder keg. So suddenly that has far more haunting implications than it once did, you know. So they're out there just cheering this out, like, you know, our anger finally reached them. Aaron's gonna get out of there, and he's gonna free Eldia once and for all. Go get Marley. So crazy stuff, you know, crazy stuff. And Zachary is gone. He's history. Pixius is like, yeah, you know what? We might as well just surrender to this dude. We might as well just surrender, go on easier terms, because if we fight, you know, we've already lost so many people, and we're already divided at this point. Like, we're gonna have to just kind of play it this way for now. And you've got Zeke and Levi still in the woods there. They're still watching him, and he's like, that's our bargaining chip, you know? We'll try and get to that location first, and that'll be how we bargain with Aaron and his new crew, you know. But given a number of reasons, I don't think it's going to go that smoothly. I think we're in for a huge coup of some kind, because the wine, viewers, the wine. I think my theory is going to be correct. And my theory was, at first I thought it was just poison. I thought they were just, you know, carting that wine around to poison some, like, diplomats or generals or whatever. No. It's Titan fluid. It's the spinal fluid. That's what they put in the wine, and they're probably going to use it for an opportunity where Zeke will be free, and he can use the roar. If he does that, all of the people who drank that wine, all the Eldians, no matter who they are going to become, you know, zombie Titans. Mindless freaking killing machines. And that's gonna cause a huge stir of chaos all over Eldia. Insanity. It gives me chills, because it's like, the show has done a really good job of just slowly building that up. You know, you could kind of tell from the get-go that Yelena was like a sneaky bitch, you know, that she was up to something since the beginning. Like, she's just got a snaky kind of vibe and demeanor going on. You know, you could tell she was up to shit, that she was definitely plotting something. And all those recruits she brought along, all those people, they're bringing it up now. Like, you ever notice Yelena had people in really specific places, like restaurants and stuff. What's that all about? All the Marlians that were converted over and you know, kind of indoctrinated into Eldian life are working in, like, restaurants. What's up with that? Some of them are you know, volunteers, but some of them are also, they're working in, like, these positions that are kind of suspicious now that this is going on. And we get a scene with Yelena. We get a scene with Yelena where Pixis is grilling her, and he's like, you know, we know you've been deceiving us. We know you've been hiding things. And she's like, well, yes, actually, I did meet with Eren that day. I did meet up with him. And, you know, I just wanted him to notice me. I just wanted him to know about me and where I stand and what I think needs to go down. But that was it. And Pixis ain't buying that shit. He's like, yeah, the best way to tell a lie is to mix some truth in there. He's just that smart of a general. He knows she's lying. He's just a smart guy. And I love that scene. I love all of the plotting in this episode. It's just so... There's so many chills, man. I mean, even as long as we've gone without, like, any real action, you know, like big Titan stuff, the plotting and the writing and Just all of this shit that's going down and being built up, all the table setting we're getting, is so masterfully done that I don't feel anxious, you know? It's the best kind of delayed gratification we're getting here. And, of course, Mikasa and Armin, poor Mikasa and Armin are still trying to reach out to Eren. They're still trying to talk with the guy, but it's too late, you know? They busted him out. He's free. He's going off to meet with Zeke. And Yelena puts it down when she's talking to Pixis. She's like, yeah, I just want to see these two brothers meet up. I want my divine retribution against Marley, you know? Because it's, at the end of the day, it's the cycles of vengeance we're seeing here. We see it with Gabby. We see it with Eren. We see it with Yelena as well. Because she was, as a matter of fact, taken from her home country by Marley, you know, in a war, and probably at a young age. So much like these other characters, she wants her revenge, she wants her retribution, she wants to get back at Marley. But she's a mere human, she's not an Eldian. So getting these brothers together, working with Zeke and Eren, is giving her what she wants. It's how she's getting her revenge. You know, she's basically just a front row audience member to what's about to go down, and I love it. It's great stuff. And overall, just Eren's turn here, you know, forming this Yeagerist faction, is really entertaining because, yeah, I feel like I am a Yeagerist as well. I feel like I'm on Team Eren at this point, even though I know horrible things are about to be done by him and Zeke. You know, Zeke especially seems to be the mastermind of all this. And he is a bastard, and I do kind of want to see Zeke get his. I want to see Levi own him and everything, but I think when it comes to fiction like this, I feel like, why wouldn't you side with the revolutionaries, right? Why wouldn't you side with the people who are anxious to get things moving? And even Yelena says it. She's like, yeah, when I talked to Zeke, you know, Eren, I wanted him to know, like, we can't just wait around for people to discuss this, what they're going to do next. We can't wait for Eldia to discuss the next move, you know, with nothing but meetings and diplomacy and all this bibble-babble and all this hesitation. We need to get this done. You know it's wrong to some degree because so many people are going to die. And it's such a messy, dirty, bloody way of getting things done faster. You know, it's the radical end of things. But in this kind of entertainment, who doesn't want to side with Eren? Who doesn't want that to go down? Because as we all know, that's going to escalate the plot. That is going to get things moving. And I feel for that. I'm like, yeah, in a way, I kind of feel that. You kind of relate to, yeah, let's stop being on standby. Let's get this shit done. I want to see the action and the drama escalate. So of course I'm going to side with Eren at this point. As soon as he busts out of there, I'm like, yes, let's get this moving. Even though it's going to be hard to watch at times, it's also going to give us more awesome, explosive, insane Titan action. So it's like, it's exciting. In a way, I feel for Yelena, where it's like, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be this divine retribution. I want to see these brothers reshape the world. And it's like, yeah, I want to see that too, because that sounds exciting. It's the more exciting group, you know what I mean? They want to start a party, you know what I mean? And Hanji and them are like, no, we gotta do some work, you know? We got stuff to fill out. We got to get our ducks in a row before we go to war with the world. And Team Eren's just like, nope, fuck that. Who cares? Let's get the ball rolling on this shit. Let's face it, viewers, revolutions are more fun. That's it. I don't know about, you know, reality. I mean, I wouldn't want to actually be in one because it would probably be a little messy, but in fiction, I'm all for it. I'm like, yes, let's get the revolution going. Because the drama, man. the drama. And you know it's gonna get interesting. We see Gabby and Falco and Sasha's dad show up at that restaurant, and they're probably gonna be served that same wine. Oh god, it's gonna go down. And it makes me wonder, are Gabby and Falco going to, you know, go Titan Zombie here? Are they gonna be sipping that wine too? Oh man, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with all that? I love it. I love how much was set up here and is being paid off. And what is it? Mikasa and them, like, they, you know, they want to reach out to Eren. They want to have that chat, but they were also almost killed. They were almost in that explosion with Zachary. And when you realize that, it's like, yeah, they just walked out of Zachary's office, and then that explosion went off. Like, he could have killed Mikasa and Armin. You know, it was Eren who helped plan that. So it's like, oh wow, he's ruthless, man. He has gone completely merciless. He is 100% full fascist leader now. And there is no turning back. He is definitely a bad guy at this point. You know, he has gone to the dark side. So, fascinating stuff. Even Mikasa, his biggest, you know, friend, is like, you know, yeah, whose side do you think I'm on? I'm on, you know, our side. He almost killed us. He almost had us killed. We were just in that explosion. You know, because they're questioning her. They're like, you still on our side? Like, you're not still rooting for Eren here, are you? Because, yeah, at that point, like, if I, you know, looking at it from their perspective, fuck Eren. Like, he's become so ruthless. And siding with Zeke? Come on, man. Zeke sucks. We all hate Zeke. So as much as I'm happy to see, like, the Yeager is taking action, I am hoping that we get to see a battle between Levi and Zeke. I want to see that go down. But don't forget that wine was still being carted around, even at the campfire where they were sitting there with Zeke, who, by the way, should definitely be under greater restraint, because holy crap, that's motherfucking Zeke. That's the big dog of the Marleyan Titans. Like, oh, I don't get it. And I still don't get why Zeke is doing this. Why are Zeke and Eren teaming up when it seems like Zeke was totally on the Marleyan side, right? And there was a very small window where things could have changed. Even when he left in Season 3, he was like, yeah, our father brainwashed you, I'll come back here, I'll rescue you. What is up with that? In just a year, he sent them Yelena as an envoy, as a messenger, to enact this plan that is against Marley. So what does this mean? You know? In a very short span of time, Zeke, even before Eren showed up in Marley, we realized, like, did Zeke have a change of heart somehow? Is he suddenly guilty about turning his father in all those years ago? Like, what happened? I just want to know. I want to hear from Zeke at this point. I think more than any other character, I just want to know what changed his perspective here. You know? Because Eren changing sides, I think at this point makes the most sense. I get it. I get what's going on with him. He just sees this as the best path. The best possible path for Eldia. The one that's going to pay off the most ultimately in the long term. I think that's how he sees it, and he's willing to take the most ruthless route to do it. He's willing to take the bloodiest, dirtiest route, because as that flashback in the last episode showed us, where Mikasa, you know, she was reflecting on that time he killed those people for her. As a kid, like, we realized, yeah, he's always been a pretty cutthroat character. He's always had this, you know, kind of killer capacity going on. So, yeah, I get it. Eren's he's doing that on a far larger scale now. He's still being ruthless. He's still, But to the point now where he's willing to risk his friends' lives. That's the difference. That's what's changing this situation. He's willing to risk everything to reshape the world. Which, you know, is a scary route for any mind to go down. Like, there's some red flags going on there. And it's all waving through the air now. Those flags are up in the air. They've been put out, man. And they're running those flags. The Yeagerists are out. Their plan is to reshape the world and make Eldia the empire of the world. So I don't know. Dark stuff. But the most chilling scene in this episode, the best part for me, was when we get that little ending reveal. Peak is doing some peeking. She was hiding incognito exactly the same way. Holy shit, parallels. Exactly the same way as Jean at the end of episode 1. You know how he was sitting there reading his paper, you know, wearing the Marleyan suit. I love the parallels here because Peak is just sitting there in the background while they're riding off to find Zeke. And she's holding a paper just like Jean was. She's just got that glare. It's like, revenge, bitches. It's about to go down. The infiltrators are now being infiltrated. It's going back and forth. I love it. I freaking love how it's gone full circle here. So, Team Reiner is already there. That's it. Team Reiner is already there. We have 3 factions now. 3 separate factions. We've got Team Eren, the Yeagerist. We've got Team Hanji. You know, the more sensible Eldians that are trying to keep this shit together in a more diplomatic way. And then finally, the people that were blown to pieces at the first act of this season are back. We got 3 separate factions. So the next episode has to be cataclysmic. There's no doubt about it. We only have 4 left, and it's the powder keg that's just been building and building here is about to blast to the roof. And I'm very excited. Very excited about this. This season has been some kind of masterpiece. It really has. And I can't wait to see more. Till next time, viewers. Live for the passion.